Welcome to another edition of Northern Heat. My name is Bob Lennon, President of ThermalWood Canada, host for the show. And today our special guest, he's been on the show before, right, Adam?
Quite a while back.
Quite a while back. So the last time we met, we ended up doing an interview in your shop over by your dad's garage. Yeah. But today's a little bit different because you're involved with the students at Superior School.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah. So about 5 years ago, I started coming in here to Superior to do a cutting board group. I don't know if all the viewers listening know, but Superior Middle School offers a 2 to 3 program where students get to choose what they want to do, whether that be walking club, chess club, there's all kinds of activities. But one of the ones we wanted to start offering was cutting board group. So this group is centered on teaching students the skills needed to build their own cutting board from scratch. So we have 8 weeks for this program, and each week we go through step by step the process of making a board, from raw lumber, cutting it down, milling it, getting their strips and making a plan for their board, and then all the steps thereafter, the glue up, sanding, routing, and oiling.
So this is a little bit different than when I went back to school here and looking at woodworking, where, you know, the teacher decided what was doing, but these are cutting boards. They can give away, they can do different things. Yeah. There's different programs.
Most often the students have someone in mind that they want to give the board to, whether it's a family member or even for just their parents for home use. And every single time we've done this group, the students have always come up with their own plans to make their own unique boards. And I work through them to get the proportions and dimensions and look they're looking for with their boards right for those. So then they get to come up with their own customized board from there.
So a little bit of math involved, measurements involved, everything is all there.
All that fun stuff.
Oh, that's kind of interesting. And are they involved? Because I noticed in the background there's some squirrel tables.
Yes.
Are they involved in that too?
That is being done by the regular shop class.
Okay.
Yeah. And on the Superior Facebook page, I believe, they have a post concerning the sale of those to raise funds for the school.
So what grade are these young ladies? And these, like your whole class there is all young ladies that are taking a course.
We've got a mix of students from grades 6 through 8. And every time I come in now, like I said, 5 years now, this is probably the 7th or 8th group we've done. We've got a mix of different students, male and female, and they all get to learn the same skills. And then I'm hoping in the future to start offering an advanced group where I can bring them back in a second time and start teaching them how to work with some of the tools more. Because right now, for safety reasons, I teach them how the table saw works, but I'm still the one using it for the most part.
Well, in addition to this, you always end up bringing them over to ThermalWood Canada at the end for a little bit of a treat, I think.
Yes, so that's one of the highlights of this 2 to 3 activities, always bring them over for the tour of your guys' shop. And every time we've done that now, it's been a huge hit. They always love it, getting to see where the wood comes from, and especially getting to learn the local story of what's happening in our city. This extraordinary technology that you guys have leveraged and are now debuting on a global scale, and seeing what exists in little old Bathurst, New Brunswick, in the Chaleur region.
Yeah. So how many of you young ladies are going to end up doing this for a living later on? Do you think? Might be a chance? No, never know. Hobby, though. There we go.
At the very least, we're going to learn some skills.
Yeah. You better say that to Adam, right? Because he's here trying to help you out. And I see you got a chaperone with you too?
Yes. My wife, Laura, is the mastermind of this whole project to begin with. Whenever we first started, she was looking for a different activity to offer to students at the school. And she thought, why don't you come in and teach some of the things you've learned to students who are interested? So she's the one who kickstarted this all.
You started this in university, didn't you? Wasn't this part of your thought process of getting people involved in woodworking courses and stuff?
I had picked it up as a hobby in university, learned it all through YouTube, of course, while procrastinating, not studying for exams. So that's where I got my start. And obviously it takes a long time to learn that stuff. So if I can pass that on to others and maybe do it in a little bit more streamlined of a process, I'm always happy to do that.
Okay, so now you're trying to explain to your dear old dad and why he spent all that money on education that you didn't pay attention.
Slightly distracted, not overly.
We'll beat that out so he doesn't hear anything. Yeah, right. So, you know, it's interesting that you're doing that. And again, you know, teaching these kids these woodworking skills and stuff, like it's, you know, it's better than being there playing on the internet and doing different things. You're doing something with your hands that can be leveraged later on at the same time.
Yeah. Well, that's just it. It's to teach these practical skills. And fortunately, we've had support and backing from the province. They've opened up certain grants and opportunities for us to buy new equipment for this this adventure that we're on, whether it's simple things like saw blades or consumables like glue and clamps. And of course, we wouldn't be able to do this without you guys generously donating the lumber that you do so that our students have something to work with.
Well, listen, it's a pleasure to be able to get involved with this and to help young people and to give them those skills and to get them used to start working woodworking. And you know, not just is it a good educational process, but it's a good stress reliever. And, you know, a lot of people do woodworking for different things. And these day and age, a lot of young people are affected with stress and anxiety. So this is a good way of getting rid of it.
Absolutely. It's a phenomenal thing that they can do to just kind of take their mind off of other things, and a practical skill that you can apply later on in life.
Well, again, the fact that you're volunteering to do this is great, and I thank you. My grandson's here; he's supposed to start pretty soon.
We're going to get him in for one of these groups sooner or later.
Exactly, and so really appreciate the fact that you're doing that for the community, doing that for the kids, and you guys having a good time here. So far, yeah.
We haven't started sanding yet.
Oh, that's when it gets dusty and it gets a lot of fun. Well, anyways, I appreciate the time you've taken to be here with the kids, and thank you very much for doing that. And there we are, another edition of Nor in the Heat for this week, the place you come to listen to the stories that haven't been discovered yet.